This is the East London Museum out in the Eastern Cape. Welcome to the Art Bulletin and thank you very much for staying with us. Dancers from different South African cultural backgrounds will entertain visitors at this year's Go West Heritage Festival. The festival kicked off yesterday in Johannesburg's West Rand region.
What we have done this year is that we had a pre-activation program where we would identify some of those potential performers, and we will take them through a process of auditions. We have done it in Wedela, in Mirafong, we have done it in Randfontein, in Western Area, Bekkersdal, we have also done it in Mohali City. We are convinced and we are very proud that this year we would have improved much. We've got the Youth Bash on the 27th, that will be taking place in Donaldson Dam in Western Area, where a number of performers will be there. We have also identified those who will be coming from local municipalities, young people who have talent that have gone through the auditions. They will be performing together with guys like Brian Temba and many more. And on the 28th, we will also be having what we call a jazz festival. They normally call it a concert in the park. We will be having that, where we are attracting people like Yuma Sikelas. We are attracting a number of those jazz legends who will be taking part in that particular program.
It attracts some of the world's best design, fashion, music and street culture audiences. That's the annual Urban Youth Culture Festival, Street Cred, which takes place between the 26th and 29th of this month at a new venue, the Constitution Hill.
I think this year what we've done, especially with the guests that we've invited, they're a lot more culturally based, and as well as where we've increased the level of cultural engagement with local youth. So with that, we've increased the amount of talks that we do. We've increased the different programs that we do within the event, so like our street cred development brands. So what we've done there is that over the last 6 months, we've been working with local brands to be able to get them ready to showcase at the event. And then they will also be doing small workshops with our international guests. You know, they can expect to see some really good product on one level from all the brands who participate. Being in September, it means that we're on the cusp of most brands releasing their spring-summer ranges. So that's what they'll find on a brand level. In terms of the entertainment, there's lots. We have a dance competition, there's skateboarding, there's graffiti, there's a great food court where people can spend time, there's a basketball tournament. So it's a lot of activity based on the culture.
The promoters, practitioners, lovers and followers of South Africa's traditional music are getting ready to celebrate their stars and sounds. The annual South African Traditional Music Awards will be held in the Eastern Cape, which is fast making its name as the province of legends, on the 5th of October. The 8th Annual South African Traditional Music Achievements Awards, or SATMAs, will be held on Saturday the 5th of October in East London. The award ceremony will see winners in over 30 categories, which include Best Boera Music, Best African Jazz and Best Traditional DJ vie for the awards. Founded in 2005, the awards are recognized as the only ceremony that celebrates our heritage in music. Voting lines are still open and the public still has 12 more days to select their favorite traditional music practitioners in their respective categories. As part of the build-up to the main award ceremony, the SATMA Awards Indigenous Comedy Show will take place on Friday, the 4th of October. Zulu Yemfihlakalo is volume 1 of a series of shows from the Steve Biko Arts Center that will be performed internationally. The production that kicks off on the 24th of September will tackle issues of spirituality and its meaning.
It was about Christianity, the African tradition of indlela ethina esenqula ngayo wayibona let's afuna ukubona ukuthi the identities in between nendlela esithi sonqule ngayo, because if uyabona nawe ukuthi recently okanye ngoku lamaxesha siphila ngawo uthola ukuthi abantu abaninzi wasithi sizi Christians but siyazimixa lesizwe. Uthola ukuthi abanye bazawuya enkonzweni but at the end babuye bokwenza imihlamba piki nendoni, meaning siyazimixa lesizwe. Isukela from into efana naleyo, and nokuthi ke if siyakhumbula ubiko tata ubiko lo inspiration phansi kwalento yakhe ngoba ethanda ukuthetha ngento zokuthi ngeidentity yomuntu ukuthi umuntu makazazi ukuthi ungubani.
The iconic Market Theatre has finally decided to shake up its structure and appearance. This week, they revealed the first complete phase of their regeneration and renovation project.
The theatre has been in need of a renovation for a number of years. You know, and people have said, please change the maroon seats or do something with those seats. And the leg room was small, and so it was just important for us to not only increase our seating capacity, because one of the constraints that we've always had with the main theatre is that we were limited in terms of what we could, the attraction that we could afford to artists who are looking for big crowds. I think there's a revitalization that's happening in Newtown, and we just happen to be involved in that revitalization. So people are feeling it's good to come back to the theatre, you know, it's good to come back to the market.
The Umgubo Youth Empowerment Festival, which takes place in Inanda, KZN, is set to draw different groups from South Africa and neighboring countries, all in the name of celebrating indigenous knowledge systems. The inaugural leg of this annual gathering takes place today and tomorrow.
Umgubo Festival, it's a unique celebration of indigenous knowledge systems that is done through sports and culture. And the objectives beyond Umgubo Festival is to promote our national pride, multicultural exposure, and also the healthy lifestyle. The direct benefit from these festivals is the community. Remember, Inanda has been declared as the presidential node because of poverty, unemployment, and inequality. In Inanda alone, we've got a number of challenges that result to the youth being vulnerable in the sense that they're engaged in crime, teenage pregnancy, and drug-related activities. And with the festival, saying this is the only way that we can also re-engage the youth away from all these activities.
South African visual artist Kai Loscott will get to hone his skills in Germany after winning the Silk Residency Award. Loscott will take up his 2-month-long residency in a German island next year.
I think what excited the committee was the fact that the project touches a lot of fields outside of the art world. And for me, that's what I'm all about. I like the idea of art reaching people that it hasn't reached before, outside of the institutions and the museums. So I work, for instance, with environmental scientists. I work with informal communities, and I bring my own visual language and my own way of seeing things to that, to create things which will hopefully inspire people in some way.
Groovla Freak is a series of monthly events that will cater for art lovers and inspire the streets through live music. The first of these Afrocentric sound gigs will take place on the 28th of this month in the much-loved and colorful Maboning precinct.
We're trying to portray the best of Africa. Most of the time in the media, it's not the best of Africa they're trying to sell. So we're doing our bit here at the House of Baobab. And the House of Baobab, it's more than just a restaurant. It's a Pan-African cultural center. So everything actually about African sophistication and African excellencies, it's welcome to be us at the house.
African print and African attire is not a trend for us. It's not a fad. It's a way of life. This is what we do daily because it's a celebration of Africa. I mean, just to quote Thomas Sankara, for instance, you know, we dare to invent the future. You know what I mean? And that's exactly what we're trying to do here.
From the East London Museum, that's all the arts news we have for you today. You can check their website out on www.elmuseum.za.org. You can also keep in touch with us by contacting the Art Bulletin at sabc.co.za by email, or follow us on Twitter or like us on Facebook. Until next weekend, it's a goodbye from us.